Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Manuel from Kata Studios. Today we're going to learn how to, we are going to create a mockup, okay? We're going to create a website design mockup for today's tutorial, okay? It's been a very, very long time we did a mockup for our mockup resource platform. By the way, if you're not in this platform in Telegram, you can actually get connected to the platform if you are actually a student, either in our web design or brand identity design platform. It is a pro advanced mockup platform, though there are some level of resources we also push out to our resource request group. By the way, if you want to join the resource request group, you'll see the link beneath here. You can actually request resources from FreePick and Envato elements, and you get them in less than 48 hours. But for this one, this is specifically for our pro students. The other one, you can also see some mockups we push out there at least once in a month or twice in a month. But here, we update it on a regular. So we usually come back here to do some tutorials to show you some use cases of mockup, not just showing you how to actually apply mockup, but to show you some use cases or things that you're actually going to experience, or the ways you're going to actually design or manipulate your concept to make it make more sense, right? So let's just get right into that. So we're going to scroll up, and we are going to get to the mockup I want us to work with today. Let's scroll up. See beautiful mockups you find here. So we're going to be using this, and I already downloaded that. So when you download it, you will find it in a zip file. For those of us who are new into the system, for those of us who are just fresh in the system, who have never had any situation like this before, where you actually created a mockup, you using Photoshop. Okay, so what you need to do is to download a tool called the WinRAR. WinRAR is what you're using unzipping this particular file so you can find the main PSD file. So this is not what is going to work in the PSD. We have a basic tutorial on how to create mockups, and we have all of this explained, and we provided the resources you need. And by the way, you can get your WinRAR online, can download the free version, and that would be enough for you. So double click on this and we open it. The WinRAR, this is the iPhone mockup file we are looking for. This is the main file we are looking for. So drag it and place it out here, and we are good to go. So now is there, you can do two things. Double click on it, it will work, or drag it into Photoshop. So let's double click on it. Already it is actually assigned to open with Photoshop. So it automatically open with Photoshop. So if you double click on it, it actually pop up a different window for you, maybe because you have not actually assigned it to open with Photoshop. So what you need to do is right click on your Windows and hover on this, click here, it says open with, and then select on this. But don't just select on this, because it only open with for the first time, and it won't reformat it to be PSD file like this. So to make it reformatted to be coloring blue like this, you have to hover on this and then click on choose other applications. From there, you select on this, then enable always use this app to open .psd file, and click on open, and you're good to go. You get the point. So that's when it will now reformat everything to this particular form. So get into here, we have our file from here. Now we're going to do this for a website we designed for a client. So I'm going to do it for this particular one specifically, beautiful one. So we want to do it for the hero section. I'm going to show you the use cases where I use this and what you can also do with yours. So we right click and inspect it on mobile. We want it to be on mobile breakpoint so that we can actually see what it looks like from there. You can expand it to make the text here become 2 lines if you want to show more of the images beneath. Listen and watch very carefully what I'm doing. Okay, it's very important you are very, very attentive in every aspect of what I'm doing here. Everything I do here is very important and is very structurally constructive. And these things I'm doing are part of what makes up your standing in this particular mockup presentation, because you have to do your mockup in a way that it looks very unique and attractive to people. So you don't need to just use any kind of layout or any type of size or mobile version to actually do this. Maybe some people go like this. No, doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so we are going to go with this size so that we can have it 2 lines, so that we can have this image pop up a little. If we have a 3 line, you will see that some part of the image is going to collapse, and that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so let's go up a little, and we got what we want. So now we screenshot. To screenshot, this is the tool you'll be needing. I have a tutorial. I think I'll be linking that at the end of this video. I'll be linking that tutorial at the end of this video, by the way. And that tutorial will explain how to actually download Chrome extensions for some of us who don't know about that. So for this one, the one we need is called Awesome Screen, and there's the icon from over here. Let me zoom closely so you see. This is the icon from over here, right? It's called Awesome Screen Recorder. So when you click on it, you will now find desktop, camera, blah, 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 this tab and so on. So what we are going to click on is capture. What we want to capture is what? The visible part of the screen. So this part now that is here, that's what we want to capture. If you want to capture the whole screen, click on full screen to capture and start scrolling down automatically and be capturing the rest of them for you. But if you want to select an area to capture, you can click on this, then use this arrow and select the area you want to capture, and it will capture for you and save for you. You get the point. But for this one, we want to capture the visible part of the screen right now. So click on this, it captures that visible part. You can scroll down and see the full one and make sure you confirm that. Then click on download, and we have it in the desktop. Save it, and we are good to go. So this is the one we want to use for this particular mockup area from here, right? So what we need to do here is to drag in this area, but not just drag in that area. We have the mockup area. Go over to this particular space over here, this one. Click on this masking option. Don't click on this, don't click on this, just click on this one here. Okay, so double click on it, or double click on it, 1 and 2. Okay, we have the screen appear here. So if you double click on it, it will open a new screen where you're going to paste the image. You can't paste the image of mockup here. You paste the image here and save it to apply there, which I'm going to show you in a couple of moments too. So now we open that. Let's drag in our mockup in here. But watch very carefully. I'm going to teach you a very, very strategic skill that you need to learn to scale or smart others that don't make their mockup look interesting. So first of all, we expand it to make sure that everything matches to the edges. Make sure the two edge, the space here and the space here is equal. Make sure your concept is brilliant. Make sure your concept is brilliant. Now we expand it a little, and we are good to go. Hit on enter. Now let's save this, and let me show you the error you're going to face. To save it, click on control in your keyboard, and S, control S. As you have placed it and hit on enter, click on control and S in your keyboard. Automatically your file will be updated and saved. Now look at the problem we are having. Everybody can go on with this and say, wow, this is beautiful, I like it this way, I'm okay with it. No, don't be okay with trash. This is rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. There's no feel, there's no uniqueness to this. Okay, why? Because the notch itself is showing over the logo name, and that doesn't make any sense at all. So look at how we are going to fix this very quickly. Let's not waste much of our time. Okay, let's not waste. Just click on this. Let's click on this layout. Let's zoom out. Let's enable this. Whenever you're not seeing the shape to actually select, make sure you enable this option that says transform, show transform control. That option will now be able to show you the transform control, so that we can now drag, expand, and reduce. Now what we need to do is to reduce this part. Okay, this part now that is at the top, reduce it, and we are going to draw another line at the top there. So we're going to pick the rectangular tool, which is this one, rectangular tool, or anything at all. Draw a line above. Make sure it doesn't touch the logo. Okay, that line you draw above, it is a particular color, black, right? Select on the color, double click on it over here, change the color, simple. Then click on overlay color, select on the color from here. You can shift this one. Then select on the color close to that one, or any color close to it, like this one. You see, it blends in perfectly well. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so we click on control and save again. And we go back and check. You see, the notch now is what? Separated. But see, we have a tiny line there, and we don't want that. Let's go back and fix that very quickly. So for that one, let's see what the problem is. Okay, look at the problem, because this particular rectangle we created has a stroke option in the property panel under the shape property. So in the shape property, we have to click on this and hide that line beneath there. Okay, let's save it again. Control save, and we see the line is off. Perfect. So we now have the notch separated, and then the color blends in perfectly well. You see, very beautiful. So that way now it blends in and it makes more sense, because there is no more conflict on the main content you want people to see. You get the point? And we are good to go. So for this one, you have to separate it from the background before you start using it. Some people might go on, start to type some stuff in the background. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's take, for instance, let me show you. Can customize this the way you want, anyhow you want, right? You can say hello. Create to display. Let's make it black italic. and we expand it. I'm just giving you an instance. This one will push it to the back. Let's push it here, then drag it. Let's close all this one, so these tabs are not needed. Fine. Then drag it to the back of this particular image. You see, it will go to the back of that one. You can play around the way you want, but let me show you the use case where we used it. Now, this one now, you can also remove the background and have it transparent so that you can use it on any platform you want. You can save this now as PNG, Control Save. Okay? To save it, you can use Control Alternative Save in your keyboard. Okay? Control Alt, Control, then Alt key, and then S. Okay? Then you click on the PNG file. Right? Then you can save it with whatever you want to do. Save in desktop. So once you save it in desktop as PNG, you will now be able to use this as a mockup. Let me show you where I used it and how we used it. Okay, all charts. Open up this. Open up this. Let's download that very quickly. Fine. Beautiful. So you see the use case. This is that particular the concept we just did right now, right? You see, we have the distance. I have the very bold font at the background. Then coming soon, I'm not asking you to copy this concept. If I see that, I will not be happy with you. Okay, you can play around. There are many concepts you can walk around with, but look very carefully what makes this unique. You see, the background is having the logo by the background, and then a fainted color of the purple. This is not white. The thing in the background here is not white. Very fainted purple. And I also make sure I attached a purple concept on the icon, and also it blends well with the background. Makes a lot of sense. You see, that looks as if it's actually glowing white. And in this kind of mockup, don't use it on a black background. If you use it on a black background, then it has defeated the effect of the lights glittering or light casting on the arm of the person holding this phone, because that should only come from a bright background. You get the point? So this is the use case where you can use this. If you want to check out this is a client project. We actually finished working. You can't actually open the website. It's currently in a coming soon mode. You can't actually view the website. See, it's on maintenance mode, so you can't actually see it right now, but it's a very beautiful website. I want to take you around. Let me just show you what the website looks like. Very beautiful. The courses section, the gallery sections, the steps sections, the testimonial sections, very beautiful, the frequently asked question, and the beautiful footer that makes a lot of sense. Some of these websites are not already populated. As you can see the header, see how the header works, see how we populated the image. Actually, the logo of the header poops out from the background of the header, from the box of the header, making more sense. That actually gives the effect on this logo a more rich concept. So that is it about our today's tutorial on mockup presentation. You can do your mockup presentation, do it in a way that it makes a lot of sense. Just one singular publish makes a lot of sense for clients. This actually closed one client for me today. A client, I know that's what she saw, and then she have to chat me and say, let's do this. I know that was what she saw. She saw it and she was impressed. She had been asking, saying that she will pay. I have even sent invoice and she don't want to pay. And as soon as she saw this, she just have to send the payment and send me receipts. See, little things you do in your business matter. Little things you touch. See, it's not about publishing content. I'm actually talking about business now, right? It's not about publishing too many contents or mock-ups of your business. No, that's not just what your business is about. It's more about what? Creating concept that triggers an emotion in the mind of that client. When clients see that particular concept, what story do you want them to feel? What do you want them to feel like? When a client who owns this website, when I sent this to the group where we were chatting, she saw it, she just smiled, she laughed, she was very happy. I can feel it from her expression. It makes a lot of sense, right? So that is it. Presentation matters. It makes a concept rich, even though the concept doesn't make a sense. But presentation can actually make it scale a little more than what it actually is, okay? Mock-up presentations are good, but don't use mock-up presentation to deceive clients, to believing something is real when it is not actually what it's. For instance, you see the website itself makes a lot of sense, even makes a lot of sense more than what we can find in the mock-up. You get the point? So it's not like you screenshotting the best part of your section in your website and then you use that part, then the rest of the part doesn't make any sense. No, take your time to build websites before making presentation. I hope this helps you today. Once again, my name is Manuel from Kata Studios. If you have not struck that subscribe button, do that and ring that notification bell. By the way, let me show you how to do that. Okay? Ring notification bell so that whenever we drop a new video, it is now very, very easy for you to get notified. You get notified immediately we drop a new video. And by the way, let me not even waste my time doing that. If you want to subscribe, do that. If you don't want, it is for your own good. If you don't want, that's still okay. You will join us next time whenever we meet, okay? I don't need to start teaching you. You are not a kid. So I enjoy the fact that you guys joined us today, and I would like you guys to join us tomorrow again, okay? If you like, subscribe. If you don't like, if it will stress you, just relax, okay? Everything will be fine. Do have a wonderful day, and God bless you.